the son of Matt and Alex Fox and Caleb and Alicia Kaufman. Alonso Francis Aguilar is the son of Freddie Francis Chino and Maria Aguilar. Josh Browning is the son of Josh and Katie Browning.
We'll see how they come out tonight here against the very good Southeast Saline Trojan team. We're about 25 minutes or so from
Our next group of parents seniors lead the cross country team.
Here on Mix 94.
Head coach Joey Meyer.
Yes. They actually had pretty good practice last night.
Right? I didn't fall down or anything, or break anything like floor.
The senior cross country and their parents, Ethan Tarango, the son of Marlito.
That's kind of my style.
Tarango.
Spike heels.
The son of Melissa Brown and Snyder Hawkins, the daughter of Clint and Sarah Hawkins. Kyrie Berry, the daughter of Christy Briggs, Travis Berry, and Jason Maker. We're corrected, that's okay. Kyrie, sorry. Eric Shaplin, the son of Clint and Stephanie Shaplin. The senior cross country participants and their parents.
She's been working a lot there. Showing what they can do.
Our next group will be senior girls golf and their parents. The head coach of the golf team,
Good job.
Michelle Leitner.
Trip over in the lines.
Yeah. You too.
You always make one? Yes.
Yeah, what are we going to do without you two next year?
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder too.
For the golf team, Tori Ford, the daughter of Summer Ford. Olivia Knoll, the daughter of Scott and Teresa Knoll.
He's our office, and I was wondering where he's at lately. So they've been living in Rudy for about 45 days because he's been in the hospital. He's not doing good. His kidneys. So yeah, he's pretty rough. Actually, this is pretty good fishing how they're doing this. I do too. Now the wait to end the rows off.
For the seniors and parents of the tennis team, head coach Cheryl Kacharik. Brenna Burnett, the daughter of Brian and Tish Burnett. Sadie Ferguson, daughter of Audrey and Leonardo Hernandez. Samantha Sam Haney, the daughter of Isaac and Leanna Haney. Isabella Della Myers, the daughter of Amber Myers. Riley Stobble, the daughter of Kelly and Kendra Stobble. Madison Westergaard, the daughter of Chris and Shandy Westergaard. And Misty Wick, the daughter of Jenny Newberry and Brooks Wick.
that's on him. He probably just needs to tuck it and take the sack and just trying to make something happen because we're behind. So, a lot of times that'll snowball in a hurry.
There were times that you guys did move the ball pretty well in the ball game, and you were without a couple more starters that you had for the first 6 games of the year. Did you like what you saw with maybe some of those that you had to maybe put in there in some different situations?
Well, Brady ran the ball really hard. He had a good game running the ball and caught a couple passes, and then we got a couple passes out to Gus too. So our issue right now, with Jace going down with the other knee, early in the first quarter after he had two receptions for 20 yards, gets that other knee twisted up and comes off. Is now we're pretty light in the backfield, and lead blocking is not going to be a real big positive for us with those guys, and they're probably more runners, but we're just lacking a lot in some areas with some of the injuries, but those young guys just kind of step up. And we've gone to kind of a spread game a little bit too, which is probably a little more suited, and we were behind, so we kind of had to also. But we probably gonna have to spread the field a little bit, and due to our lack of size at some of the halfbacks for lead blocking and do some things there.
Coach Jim Turner joining me pregame here tonight. Scott City faces Southeast of Saline. This team comes in on a tear here, 7-0 on the year, and another shutout. They've had 4 shutouts in a row, and 5 other 7 games they've shut out their opponent. But not only are they getting the shutouts, they're putting up a lot of points there, and a pretty senior-heavy team that comes into town tonight.
Yeah, they had a lot of seniors last year and kind of thought they might come back and not be quite as tough, but they throw in some more seniors. Their whole offensive line are seniors, and they got the twins at quarterback and receiver, juniors, and a few other, senior at the halfback, fullback type, and then the other guys are kind of younger too, except the Pogue kid at receiver. They're really good. I mean, they're by far the best team we're going to see this year on our regular schedule. So. Pretty talented. The twins are very good. Quarterback's much like his older brother, who was a quarterback last year, but a little taller actually. But he's a good athlete. He throws the ball well, and they've got guys that can catch it, and they've got a big line up front, offensively and defensively. So we know what to expect because they're running the same general stuff they ran last year, but we're just going to have to come out and play really well tonight.
Your linebacker that you have at junior, J.P. Harris, he's really done a good job this year kind of anchoring that middle for you guys at linebacker. And I think he had a lot of tackles against Colby last week, but that's been kind of an ongoing thing all year where he's had several games of double-digit tackles.
Yeah, he's leading us in tackles. At times he's moving lateral instead of downhill, but when he's coming downhill, he's really doing some good stuff and, making some stops at the line of scrimmage or with a 1-yard gain or something really close to that. So we just got to keep him running downhill all the time. But, yeah, he's all over the place and doing a good job for us and getting us lined up between he and Brady on the inside, getting the defense lined up in the right defenses for the right formation. He's done a really good job. But part of the tackles last week was he's on the field a lot because we didn't spend a lot of time on offense at times. So, we'd rather see him have less tackles and we'd play less defense. But that's not the option we had the other night.
Coach Jim Turner joining me pregame here tonight as Scott City faces Southeast of Saline to wrap up the regular season. And, Coach, thanks for joining me here, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Beaver coach Jim Turner. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh Berta-Benz in Scott City and Leota. We have more to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, also bringing starters, keys to the game, and the kickoff after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football. People, you travel all over, and it doesn't take much for your vehicle to get dirty, and you hate cleaning it. Luckily for you, that's where Perfect Auto Detailing in Scott City comes in.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
Circle C Farms is family-owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top-quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Auto Group with locations in Scott City, Oakley, and Colby. J&R Auto Group has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles in Scott City and both Oakley locations. Locally owned and operated, J&R Auto Group provide over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out J&R Auto Group LLC.com for all your vehicle needs.
City as we get ready for week 8 of high school football here tonight. Scott City playing host to the Southeast of Saline Trojans, and beautiful night here. Pretty good crowd on hand getting ready for this regular season finale. So many scenarios coming in here tonight right now. In case you're wondering, Scott City sitting in the number 4 spot. They have -4 playoff points, or district points I should say, at 2-2 on the year, but you also have Colby at 2-2. They're sitting in the 2nd spot right now. And then you have Russell at number 3. They're also 2-2, despite the tiebreak. Russell has the tiebreaker both over Colby and Scott City because of their head-to-head wins. Colby has +7 in the points. Russell has -4. Scott City has -4. And then Smoky Valley still has a chance at 1-3 in the or in the standings at -28. Goodland probably the only one. They could still sneak in, but there'd have to be a lot of points situation. They have to win big over Colby tonight. They're set at -55 at 1-3 after their win last week. So a lot to play for still here tonight. It's other than exception of Southeast of Saline.
We'll tell you who's in the playoffs after the game's over.
That's probably the best bet there.
Yeah, because we don't have any idea. Too many of us are all with the same record.
Really, realistically, Scott City will probably end up in the number 4, number 5 spot. But number 4, they have to make sure that if Russell were to lose to Smoky Valley, it's not a big margin. That's what it would come down to, because then you'd have multiple teams, at least 3 of them at 2-3 records, and then you go to the point system after that. So we'll see how that all works out here tonight.
Well, and the other thing is there's 6 teams in our district, and only 4 get to go to the playoffs. The bottom 2, number 5 and number 6, they get to play a game next week, but it's not a playoff game.
This year, District 6 will travel to District 5 for that if you're in 5th or 6th place. So it's on the road this year if you're at District 6. So that's for the Week 9 game, and then you're done. I kind of like that personally because that gives them a 9 game and one more opportunity to take the field.
Well, I think so too, Adam. I think it's a good deal. It has a playoff atmosphere about it, but it's not a playoff game. And everybody needs to have a playoff atmosphere type of a game, I think. I don't care, even if you're the 5th or the 6th team. in the district. It's a good thing. And you're going to be playing somebody that's exactly like you in the number 5 and number 6 position. You're not playing the number 1 team, if you're that 6 team. That's what makes it good.
Yes.
That's why it's an opportunity to actually win a game and have a good feeling going into the off season.
Absolutely. Southeast of Saline, we'll talk about Scott City here in a little bit. Southeast of Saline is missing some big pieces to their lineup here tonight. They're missing 3 starters here. That includes all running back Chase Pogue, wide receiver. He has 11 receiving touchdowns, 622 receiving yards. He broke his hand in the Goodland game 2 weeks ago. He's been out since then. He is going to be out. They're going to miss the right side of the line tonight with Dalton Bunch, a 225-pound senior, and also Dawson Adams, a 290-pound senior. They're going to replace him with a 175-pound junior and a 240-pound junior. They lose quite a bit of size there, but still some pretty good experience there on that all-senior line now with 3 seniors and 2 juniors in the lineup tonight.
Well, they are loaded, Adam. I don't think they'll miss them 3 people at all, but it's unfortunate that a high school kid doesn't get to continue to play. We've got plenty of injured, and we understand that, and it's unfortunate that a kid, especially his senior year, gets injured.
It is unfortunate. Michael Murray, the 175-pound junior wide receiver, he's missed the last 2 games because of injury and that he suffered against Colby. He's going to be back, but probably will play sparingly tonight for the Southeast of Saline Trojans, and don't have to necessarily risk getting him hurted even more, since they're going to be in the playoffs here next week as well for them, and they have a good feeling about their run this year.
Yeah, they do. Last year when we went up there, they were excited about the opportunity to be back in the playoffs, be in the top 5. But, man, it's like Andale and Collegiate and Cheney are looming in the background here, Adam.
Yes.
And that's the thing, as Southeast of Saline ready to compete with the Andales of the world. That's what's crazy.
The Trojans this year, they've been an offensive juggernaut, 53 points a game, 400 yards a game. They pass a little bit more than they did last year, and Luke Gebhardt, the coach's son, he replaces his brother from last year. He's only throwing 2 picks and only 28 incompletions. So other than throwing to the other side, that's technically 26 incompletions.
That's pretty good passing. And, when you get ready to play, I've always said, once you reach the top tier to win a state championship, I think unless you have a collegiate line, now I don't mean Wichita Collegiate, I'm saying you need a college line, just like Conway Springs if you're not going to throw the ball back in the day. But I think you have to throw the ball some, and that's if they're picking up the passing, well, why.
Yeah, their leading wide receiver now coming in tonight with Pogue out is going to be Luke's twin brother, Jake Gebhardt. He has 351 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 13 catches against Smoky Valley alone and 1 for a touchdown.
Seriously?
Yeah, 13 for 132. That's, if you're playing fantasy football in high school, you're getting a boatload of points.
I think McDaniel picks up a INT tonight.
Hopefully.
McDaniel, you watch that.
Yes.
I'm going to say he gets an INT tonight. Let's hope it's a pick 6 one.
Real quickly on Southeast defense, they have not given up a point since week 2. And they have only given up an average of just under 2 points a game and less than 100 yards of offense. They run a 3-3 look. Matthew Rodriguez may not lead the team in tackles, but he is probably one of the best linebackers in the state of Kansas. He's a 195-pound senior. Caden Isaacson actually leads them in tackles at 54, but they also are a ball-hawking team. They are coming into tonight plus 13 in the turnover margin.
I was checking out Rodriguez. He is number 33 when you get to watching on TV or your computer or your phone. Number 33 for Southeast of Saline. He looks like a high school football player, probably 5'10", 195. They might have lied on that 195 thing. He is a thick kid.
Yes. On the flip side, Scott City still without Jace Thomas. He got re-injured last week against Colby. It was his other knee, unfortunately, and Carson Froh is still out for a 2nd straight game, but they welcome back Adrian Elder, and don't know if he'll end up starting, but he'll be playing quite a bit on both sides of the ball, and much needed depth back on the line for Scott City.
Well, like I told you, and before we got on the radio, you said Elder's back, and I go, good, he can match up with one of their 300-pounders they got on the line of scrimmage.
Yes. Scott City will be facing a pretty big defensive line. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But Scott City switching things up a little bit to match more of the spread formation, what Southeast runs. they'll run kind of a 3-3 defense, 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and nickel back and an extra corner in there. So a 5-man look here, but Scott City, I think this will be interesting how they deal with that tonight. First time running this and learning the concepts this week here. But you get some additional speed and some additional athletes out there on the field.
The very first time I ever saw an RPO, and that's run-pass option in the backfield, it was when we played Southeast of Saline way back in the day. Bill Arnold was our coach. We beat him 28-22. Yeah. That's the first time I ever saw that in high school football. And, Adam, it's a good way to go. Even if we decide to change our offense, I thought that's a good way to go. I like that offense because immediately you don't know whether he's going to hand off to the running back or the quarterback's going to run it, or is he going to throw the ball? You can't tell.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful evening here. We'll see what happens here tonight with Scott City and Southeast of Saline. They're going to be honoring the 1991 state championship team at halftime. I'll have a little bit more on that when we get to halftime, but let's go ahead and step aside. We'll have starters, keys of the game, and the kickoff, and let's do this here before Southeast takes the field. Let's go ahead and get into our starting lineups. Throw a little bit off a little bit tonight.
Yeah, that's okay.
Change the pace up. Southeast of Saline, coached by Mitch Gephardt in his 12th season. He's an Ellsworth Bearcat from back in the day. His quarterback is his son, Luke Gephardt, the 176-pound junior, just under 1,500 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's also rushed for 7 touchdowns on 54 carries. The running back is Matthew Rodriguez, 15 rushing touchdowns, the 195-pound senior, very good wrestler as well, 435 rushing yards for him. Michael Murray, he's back in the lineup, but will play sparingly tonight, 175-pound junior, 3 receiving touchdowns. The twin brother of Luke Gephardt is Jake Gephardt. He's another wideout, 165-pound junior. He has caught 2 touchdowns this year, 29 receptions. Wyatt Boyd, a sophomore, will get the start at the other wideout spot. Eli Jackson's their left tackle, 300-pound senior. Left guard is at 235. Evan Nicholson. Braxton Blake is a 215-pound senior center. And then you have Mac Chambers, a 175-pound junior at right guard, and Wade Rutherford, the 240-pound junior at right tackle. So they lose a little bit of weight on that right side, but still pretty good size. Josh Jacobson will get the start at defensive tackle. He'll be the nose tackle tonight for Scott City in their 3-3 look. Carter Gooden, a 235-pound senior, 6'4" on the outside at the D-end. Gus Hawkins, the other D-end. And then in the linebacking core tonight, it'll be Brady Welker, 185-pound sophomore, 56 tackles. J.P. Harris, a 205-pound junior, leads the team in tackles with 90 on the year. And Jaden Lewis getting the start at the other backer spot, a 165-pound junior. Actually, 190-pound junior as I readjust my alignment there. Tracer Chapman getting his second straight start on defense. He had 6 tackles last week against Colby, the sophomore. Evan Fry did not play last week. He's back in the lineup, his first career start on defense. He'll be kind of one of those rover backs, 130-pound junior. Avery Knoll, the sophomore, who's had 2 picks in the last 2 games. Colin McDaniel, the other corner, both sophomores. Dylan Metzger leads the team in interceptions, is the free safety. Those are your starting lineups here tonight, presented by Security State Bank. We'll have keys to the game when we come back after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Life is all about your vision. That's what
Deeply rooted in the heart of western Kansas, Bogomore Family Farms is an efficient, team-driven, goal-oriented farming operation dedicated to hard work, moral integrity, community involvement, and environmental sustainability. Our diverse and knowledgeable team utilizes cutting-edge technology to incorporate practices that increase the productivity and profitability of the land. The land we farm is our livelihood and our future.
Now, I am really serious when I say this, Adam. Scott City, when they have the ball on offense, should not snap the ball until 1 second on the play clock. You have 40 seconds between plays. And run clock as much as possible. That way you keep the ball away from Southeast to Saline, who has that high-powered offense. So from most coaches, most teams will wait until there's 2 minutes left in the game, and then they start running clock. I say let's do it from the word go. And the other thing that's most important is no turnovers tonight.
Those are, once again, your keys to the game presented by State Farm agent Michael Trouts. Once again, we'll keep an eye on the district game tonight in District 6, Russell and Smoky Valley. That game played at Lenzburg. Both teams have the advantage there. They both play on turf, so I should say no advantage either side. Colby at Goodland. Goodland fired up after their big win against Russell on the road last Friday night at Cowboy Stadium. Other games in the GWAC, Holcomb looking to clinch second place in the league. They will host, or they'll be at Hugoton to take on the Eagles. Looks like Hugoton will be in the playoffs as well next week. Ulysses, they are in Alva, Oklahoma tonight, taking on Cashion, Oklahoma. And it'll be Cimarron and Ellis, that game at Ellis tonight. Those are in the GWAC. And, of course, we'll watch between Chapman and Concordia. Those two teams in District 5 are going to be playing for the second place spot in District 5. And then you also have Riley County, who clinched the number 1 spot. Marysville clinched the number 4 spot in District 5.
That Ulysses' opponent is a really good football team.
Yes, they won state last year in Oklahoma.
Yes, they win state a lot down there.
Yes, they do.
My brother lived in Tulsa for 13 years. Yeah, I heard that name often when I'd go down there.
Southeast of Saline won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Scott City will get the ball first. They will defend the south end zone here on a 70-degree night. Southeast of Saline in the road, white uniforms, purple numbers and letters and pants, purple helmets at the Trojan decal on the side. Scott City Beavers in their home dark blue tops, light blue pants, light blue helmets, the SC decal on the left, and the jersey number on the right. Southeast of Saline out of the North Central Activities Association. 7-0 for a second straight year. Scott City, 98-32 all-time in district games since 1981. Trying to get 99, that'd be a huge upset tonight, as it'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line. That will be Wyatt Boyd. He will tee it up there deep to return for Scott City. You have pretty much 3 back there. Fry, also Colin McDaniel. We have a flag right off the bat on the opening kick. Also Brady Welker deep to return. You don't see that too often on the opening kickoff.
No, you don't, and I wasn't paying any attention to whether they were offside. I'm sure they were if he threw the flag.
It was right on the 40-yard line where Southeast Saline goes off sides. So they start behind 5 yards. The White Hat, who's standing on the goal line near the pylon on Southeast side, on the east side, had to make the call from there. So we'll see Boyd kick it off again from now, this time the 35-yard line. As I can tell you, Colin McDaniel, Evan Fry, and Brady Welker deep to return for Scott City. Here's the kick, and we are underway. High end over kick. It's angled right. It'll hit on the turf. Welker, he falls down at the 15-yard line. Make it the 16, and that was one that was dying right side. You kind of in no man's land there. Do you let it go out? And probably would have been the better decision to let it go out of bounds, but Scott City will still get the ball at their own 16.
Yeah, it's a funny, it's not round, so it bounces funny, but man, at the 35-yard line would have been a better opportunity than at the 15.
The official tonight, the White Hats, by the way, is Travis Ploutz. 1st and 10, Scott City, ball on their own 15-yard, or make that 16-yard line, left hash mark at a wing tee set up with the receiver left is Fry, tight end left side as well. Trap play right side for Welker, burst across the 20, and he'll get about 6 yards on first down to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Southeast of Saline's offensive line averages 253 pounds. Well, their defensive line looks even bigger. Scott City averages 212 on the offensive line.
Well, big reason why Southeast is so big up front on that defensive line. You have Jasper McDowell, who was injured a year ago. He is a nose guard, 320-pound senior.
He looks like a college lineman.
He does. In a three-man front, you always want a huge nose tackle. He fills the void there. 2nd down and 4 up the middle. Welker this time hit, but falls forward for maybe about a half a yard gain. Southeast of Saline defends that well. And Rodriguez in on the tackle, leading the charge, along with Daniel Kerr, the 155-pound sophomore, setting up 3rd down and 4, no gain.
Well, I didn't pay any attention if they snapped the ball at under 5 seconds on the play clock. I'll watch this time, and we'll see what we do. See, the clock is still running because we ran 2 running plays.
Scott City will spread it out with Peregrino, Fry, and McDaniel to the right. Hawkins to left, shotgun. 10 to snap it with 10:40 to go first quarter. 3rd down and 4, Southeast shows blitz. Back to passes, Metzger rolls to his left under duress, and he's going to be swallowed up all the way back at the 11-yard line. In on the sack that time was Caden Isaacson, the 165-pound junior, 185-pound junior, and a quick 3 and out for Scott City.
Well, I wonder if Southeast of Saline, man, Colby got a hand on one of our punts last week. Didn't really block it, but it didn't go very far. I wonder if they'll rush us on this one since we're in our end zone punting.
Welker about 2 yards deep, takes a good snap, no big rush. It's a low wobbly kick, and it hits a Trojan, and the ball is loose at the 40-yard line. I think Southeast ended up falling on. They dodge a huge bullet there. That works as about a 29-yard punt, but Southeast of Saline, with 2 minutes and 1 second into the game, on their first series will start at the Beaver 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Scott City to recover that football.
So here we go with the field position. They may end up marking this where
it hit the Southeast of Saline.
They're talking things over here, the officials.
Well, they probably aren't sure where it hit him, you know.
I just say leave it at the 40 and call it good.
That's where it got recovered. I think that's what they should do.
All right, okay, they get things cleared up here. 1st and 10 Trojans at the Scott City 40. No score, their first play of the game with the junior quarterback, Luke Gephardt. He'll play fake and look right side. Pass is caught. Landon Allen will make the catch, and he's tackled for an 8-yard gain at the 32-yard line by Dylan Metzger. Note on Landon Allen, his mom is Adrian Wheeler Allen, of course, a Scott City alum.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he'll have some Scott City roots here and playing on the mom's alma mater's field.
How cool is that?
It is. And
he caught the first pass.
2nd and 2 at the Beaver 32 for the Trojans. Right hash mark. It's a bit drop the middle for Gephardt. 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown right down Main Street. A 32-yard touchdown run for Luke Gephardt, his 8th of the year, and it's 6-0 Trojans with 9:24 to go first quarter.
He wasn't even touched. A Beaver never laid a hand on him at all, which is kind of amazing. He is very fast, though, Adam.
Yes, he is, and they will run the swinging gate for the 2-point conversion.
Every time?
Most of the time they do. They don't hardly ever go for PATs, but quick 6-0 Trojan lead here. Rolling to his right is Luke Gephardt under pressure. He throws it, and it's deflected, trying to get it to the Landon Allen, but 2-point conversion denied. Well defended that time by Tracer Chapman. 6-0 Trojans with 9:24 to go first quarter. Southeast to kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
ProHealth Chiropractic Wellness Centers of Southwest Kansas focuses on overall health for the entire body. Dr. James Yeager strives for the best possible health for his patients the natural way. Whether you're looking for back pain relief, through manual or computerized adjustments, or through therapy, to lose a few pounds, a healthier water alternative, or an aqua massage, come see Dr. Yeager and his trusted staff in Scott City or Garden City. To set up an appointment, call the offices or visit the website at prohealthks.com for more information.
Field, a 2-play 40-yard drive in just 35 seconds. Luke Gephardt right up the middle for 32 yards out. The PAT, or the 2-point conversion, failed. Football tonight brought to you by American Implement, B&H Paving, Bartlett Gray, and Beavertown FFL Beef Belt. Also Burning Farms, Brickover Cattle Company, Shells, Flowers, and more. Also DeKalb Bear, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, Fairleigh Companies, and First National Bank. But we see the Trojan offense right off the bat there, and we see why they average 400 yards and are pretty balanced.
Oh, yeah. That was a great RPO, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Quarterback kept the ball. Like I said, he didn't even get touched.
Wyatt Boyd kicking out from the 40. Kicks this one left this time. This is returned by Evan Fry at his own 18-yard line. Goes right 20, 25, 30, and he's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line. Nice return of about 14 yards. Tackle made by Mac Chambers, the 175-pound junior, but much better field position for the Beavers. Down 6 here with 9:19 to go first quarter.
Yeah, way better field position to start this particular series. Curious to see what we do.
And this is where Scott City can kind of hit that reset button here and start over. But they'll mark it at their own 34. Scott City without Carson Fro tonight, of course, been out Jace Thomas, and then the last 4 games without Connor Armendariz, the senior. Also Brent McLean unavailable again tonight, as well as Lawson Bailey. From the 34-yard line, right hash mark. Toss left side. Colin McDaniel's first carry finds the hole, bounces it outside, across the 35, across the 40, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds by Wyatt Boyd at the 42-yard line. A gain of about 8 on first down.
Well, that was a wonderful deal. It does stop the clock, and this isn't like pro and college. They'll start it after. Now the clock will stay stopped. The play clock keeps running, but that was a nice play. I like the bounce out that you commented on. That was the best part of the thing. Well, the best part was the blocking, too.
McDaniel has only carried the ball in 3 games now, including this one. He's had 12 carries for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns in Smoky Valley and Colby combined. Tight formation, 2 tight ends on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, this is Welker with the carry. He gets hit the line and is driven back, leading the way that time. A bunch of 70s. You have Jasper McDowell in there. Also Braxton Blake, among others. No gain for Welker. 3rd and 2 again for Scott City.
Scott City was really in a tight formation that time, Adam. We had 2 wingbacks. We had our linemen standing right next to each other, kind of like the old wedge offense we've seen from teams. Thought, holy cow, how are we going to push that big 320-pounder at nose guard?
Scott City 0 of 1 on 3rd downs tonight. They're 41% coming in on 3rd downs. They have 8 to snap it. Shotgun on 3rd and 2 from their own 42, down 6. A little tunnel screen right side, too far in front of the intended receiver. Evan Fry trying to go tunnel screen, but quickly covered that time by Matthew Rodriguez, and back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Beavers. Scott City looking like they're trying to do a lot of quick plays here.
Yeah.
Welker looking to get off a good punt here, standing at his own 28-yard line to take the snap from Jaden Lewis. Deep to return is Michael Murray. We have a flag on the play and a legal procedure on Scott City, their first penalty of the night.
You know what that made me think of, Adam?
What's that?
Fake punt. You think they were going to – we had, 3 yards to go. They weren't even in punt. They didn't have their punt receive team in Southeast of Saline. Now they do.
So Walker will stand in his own 23, takes a good snap, and here's the kick. Gets a good kick off, angled right side, and almost hit the back end there. Captain Vogelmar will let it roll inside the 20. That'll flip the field inside the 15.
He kicked the ball, so it'll come back 5 yards.
Okay. They'll say he touched it, the 18-yard line, but still a good kick that time. 46 yards or 45 yards on the punt, no return, and the 8th punt inside the 20 this year for Welker.
That was a nice punt. That flipped the field.
Ball at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for Southeast, already up 6-0 on the Beavers. The Trojans had 2 plays and 40 yards on their opening series, but they're at their own 18 with the blocking back in and to the left side. They'll counter right side to Rodriguez across the 20. Breaks her tackle, 25, 30, outside, 35, and that's where he's going to be tackled right there by J.P. Harris. And just like that one play, they're out of the hole there, and it's 1st and 10 after a 17-yard play.
Gus Hawkins was lined up at nose guard on that play.
Interesting. And now they flip it around there to DN. 1st and 10, 35-yard line, 3 receivers left, and now bobble, snap, fumble, and picked up by Gephardt, the quarterback, Luke Gephardt, and he's going to be brought down for a loss back at the 33-yard line, a loss of 2, or 32-yard line. Carter Gooden finishes him off right there.
Well, I tell you what, Adam, a team that is 7-0 like they are with big wins, they could lose focus. They could lose focus just like that, put the ball on the turf, get an interception, and leave an opening for Scott City.
They have lost just one fumble all year. Rolling to his left is Gephardt on second down. Now will chuck it up for grabs. Passes it incomplete. They're trying for the deep flag pattern for number 11 that time. That's Jake Gephardt, the twin brother of Jackson, and it's now 3rd down and 13.
The other thing you wonder about when you have to take a bus trip, as long as they've probably been on the bus all day long, kind of gets at your legs.
Yes. 7:27 first quarter, 6-0 Southeast of Saline leads. Scott City's defense on 3rd down this year, 26%. 3rd and 13 for the Trojans at the right hash mark at their own 32-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, pistol formation with Rodriguez in the backfield, and it's going to be a play fake. Gephardt all kinds of time will just check it up for grabs, and he's going to overshoot his intended receiver, his twin brother Jake Gephardt, at about the 35, flanked over there by Colin McDaniel. After a big burst of 17, the Beavers will force Southeast of Saline into a punt.
Well, let's get a good return out of it. Maybe they'll fumble it, we'll block it.
This will get a little bit of life into the Beavers over on this side. Luke Obermeyer averages about 39 yards a punt. 2 to return. Colin McDaniel and Dylan Metzger. Here's the kick by Obermeyer, a high kick, and it's going to take Metzger, loses it, but picks it back up at the 26-yard line. He's going to be knocked back at the 25-yard line that time by Cameron Whitty. 20, or make that a 30, about a 40-yard punt, no return.
It was a really long punt, but not a, there's a flag over here, Adam.
It's at the 48-yard line in Southeast territory. About a 42-yard punt. It's illegal.
Oh, we're going to punt again.
Maybe make them punt this. That wipes out about a 42-yard punt by Southeast of Saline.
Absolutely. I'd make them punt it again.
They are. Scott City's going to back him up 5 yards. Chain Gang has to go all the way back and get set.
Oh, good.
So it's 4th and 18. Coach Mitch Gephardt in his 12th season at Southeast of Saline. He was a Beaver at one time, a coach of the Herndon Beavers.
Oh, who's
before
that?
Mitch Gephardt.
Oh, really?
He was at Lincoln before he came to Southeast of Saline.
There was there's no school in Herndon nowadays.
No, they closed that down around 2004. Ball will be marked back at the 27-yard line. It should be 4th and 16 here. Or make that 4th and 18.
This is good, just like practice.
The chain gang kind of has it marked wrong. They have it 4th and 13 still, but it doesn't matter. Obermeyer punts this one away, up in the air. Metzger gets out of the way of it this time, and then he'll take a roll inside the 25 and roll dead at about the 20-yard line. That'll flip the field there back. 53 yards on the punt here with 6:52 to go first quarter.
Man, you're supposed to catch them.
Yes.
And you're supposed to give the I don't want to run sign, you know? Come on, step up there and I want to say something else, but I won't.
Scott City with their 3rd possession of the first quarter, down 6-0. Got a 4 and out that last time. And it'll be Peregrino as a wing to the left. You have Welker and Colin McDaniel, a pair of sophomores in the backfield. Fry, the receiver left. Fry, Hawkins, the tight end right side trap play. And Scott City's going to be stuffed right at the line for McDaniel. Maybe seeks out a half a yard. But Southeast of Saline bringing the defense there with Matthew Rodriguez on the tackle. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Oh, that looked like just a sea of white shirts we were running into, Adam.
2nd and 9, midway first quarter, 6-0 Trojans on the 32-yard touchdown run by Luke Gephardt. He's not out there now he is out there on defense. They'll rotate a lot in their secondary. Wing T setup, wing to left, Tracer Chapman, receiver right. Play fake, Metzger rolls to his right on 2nd down. Will throw it late, pass is incomplete. Tried to get it into traffic to Gus Hawkins at the 30-yard line. Caden Isaacson with the coverage that time sets up 3rd and 9.
Well, you know, I'm sure a lot of people would like to blame Metzger for a lot of those passes and interceptions. You know what? It doesn't start with him. It starts with the line of scrimmage. You got to keep them white shirts off of Metzger so he can throw the football.
That's right. 6-11 here in the first quarter. Adrian Elder back out there for the first time in a couple of weeks at right tackle right now for the Beavers as they will empty the backfield. 5 receivers set, trips to the right, 1 to left, or 2 to left. 0 for 2 are the Beavers on third down. Metzger now under duress right away, and he's going to be sacked back at the 17-yard line, make it the 18. And on the sack that time, getting up, and that is number 72, Evan Nicholson, the 235-pound senior, and another 3 and out.
That didn't look like we even had a line of scrimmage with Beavers blocking.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
What's that old block you linemen used to love? Lookout block, you know?
Yeah. So J.P. Harris has to come out for a play. Adrian Elder will take his spot. It looks like it's a helmet issue.
Oh, I see him.
As Dr. Yeager is going to try to fix his helmet. So Scott City, 4th and 11. They've had 2 of the 3 drives, or 3 of their drives, all 3 and outs, but 2 of the 3 have been for minus yardage. Back to punt is Welker, standing at his own 6-yard line. And deep to return is Matthew Murray. He kicks this one away. High kick, nice kick. Takes Murray inside the 45, and he did not touch it. It rolls inside the 40. Murray got out of the way, and it's down at about the 37-yard line.
That was strange, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. That's about a 46-yard punt with 5:16 to go first quarter.
That might have been the best punt Brady Welker's had all season long.
I would rank that up there with his 60-yarder at Smoky Valley 2 years ago, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my.
Almost feels like 2 years ago.
How did that Southeast of Saline kid not touch the football on that? He was looking to catch it.
No kidding. 36-yard line, 1st and 10, middle of the field. Half diamond formation to the right, 2 ends to the right, 1 to left. Up the middle, left side now, rolling left, and good job getting in from behind, leading the charge that time. Josh Jacobson, the senior nose guard with the tackle of Rodriguez for just a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
We're back in a 4-man defense here. And Gus Hawkins, he's at a D tackle, isn't he?
I believe.
Or are we in the 3?
Well, they'll stay in 3
No,
there.
we're in the 3.
2nd and 9, but Scott City playing with pretty good defensively other than that opening series.
We're in a 4, and Hawkins at a tackle.
You're right. Play fake as they'll swing it out right to Allen. He'll make the catch. And Dylan Metzger, a nice open field tackle as he completes the steer roping of Allen for a gain of 1 to the 38-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 8.
Great tackle in open field. Yeah, I love it. Metzger.
They'll say official no gain, and it's 3rd and 9 for the Trojans at their own 37, up 6 with 4:15 to go first quarter.
We need that pick 6 for a touchdown right now.
Yeah, speaking of pick 6s and everything, Scott City has not had a defensive touchdown in 3 years. This would be an opportune time here. Under 4 to go first quarter. 4 receivers set, 3 to left. Back to pass as a flag comes out. Pass is going to be incomplete behind the intended receiver, Matthew Murray. We do have a flag on the left side. That was on the snap. I think it might be on, we'll see if it's on Southeast of Saline. That was, I think, a legal formation, and it was. Scott City will probably more than likely decline that penalty.
Yep.
And take the play.
I'd take the play. Put them in a 4th and long, and then surely they will throw or punt the football.
And now, okay, here comes the punt unit out. So back, 3 and out there for Southeast. By the way, score watching, Smoky Valley leading Russell 8-0 at Lindsborg after the first quarter.
Okay.
And back to punts for the 2nd straight time is going to be the sophomore Luke Obermeyer, standing his own 24-yard line. He'll take the kick. Oh, he missed it badly off his foot. It rolls across the 45 and be fallen on by Camden Volgamore at his own 37-yard line. 26-yard punt, no return, with 3:42 to go first quarter.
That gives us pretty good field position to start with here. Man, that kid just missed the ball or something,
yes, he
didn't
did. I don't know if he saw the 6'6" Gus Hawkins come up to him and then decide to quit and like, oh no. But Scott City's still very much a part of this game. They've played pretty good defense here so far. Have struggled on the offensive side. Their 4th series of the night. See what they can do. This is a very good Southeast Saline team that allows less than 100 yards per ball game. They'll toss it left side to Welker on first down. Turns it upfield across the 40. Drags some Trojans with him all the way to the 45. And the ball comes out late, and Southeast Saline says they have it at the 44, and they do. A 7-yard run and then a fumble, and the Trojans force the turnover.
I'll take the wind out of our sails. Unfortunately, that came at a lousy time. After a great run.
Yes.
Great blocking at the point of attack.
3:34 here in this first quarter, and Southeast Saline on their opening series started at the Scott City 40 and scored in 2 plays. They're at the Beaver 44, up 6-0. Pistol set up a high snap, but handoff left side to Rodriguez, and Hawkins slows him down, but Rodriguez chugs his way back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Good defense by the Beavers.
That was good defense. Southeast Saline, if Gephardt wasn't so tall, their quarterback, he might have missed that one. That snap was way up there.
2nd and 10, 44 of Scott City as we approach 3 to go first quarter, 6-0 Trojans. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. It's a caper up the middle. This is Luke Gephardt. He'll take it across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Luke Gephardt, 2 runs and 2 touchdowns, 44 yards on the run, and it's 12-0 Trojans with 2:55 to go first quarter.
Oh my gosh, I tell you what. I guess that's a touchdown every time he wants to run one.
Yes, it is.
How many touchdowns he got on the year?
He has just 7 rushing touchdowns coming in and has 2 already in this first quarter on the same play.
We're not ready to tackle him in the secondary.
They had a 2-play.
They're going quick at him.
Yep, for the 2-point conversion from the 3. Play fake, rolling to his right as Luke Gephardt finds a wide open Landon Allen for the 2-point conversion, and the Trojans now lead 14-0. 2:55 to go first quarter. Southeast is Saline to kick off in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
Scott?
Back here at Darner Field, 14-0 lead here for the Trojans. They take advantage of a Scott City turnover, and they get it on a 44-yard run by Luke Gephardt. The 2-point conversion, Gephardt to Landon Allen. The Trojans taking advantage of the turnovers. Are now plus 14 in turnovers this year. Scott City was at plus 7 at one point this year. Now they're at plus 3. But in the last 2 games, Tim, they are minus 5. Make that minus 4.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way on that.
Scoreless between Goodland and Colby at the end of the first quarter at Cowboy Stadium.
That's always a good game.
Here's the approach and the kick by Wyatt Boyd. It's going to be short and returned. And there's Carter Gooden, I believe that is. He takes it to the 40-yard line on senior night. The big guy rumbling down the field for about a 10-yard return.
That's good. I was hoping he'd hang on to the football. He did. Is that our best starting position?
It is by 3 yards. I don't know. He might have to line him up in the backfield.
Yeah. We got to have somebody block.
1st and 10, Beavers at their own 40, trailing 14-0, 2:51 to go first quarter. Half diamond formation of the Beavers. Welker to the right. In the backfield is Cesar Peregrino, 2 receivers right on the blitz. Metzger rolls to his right on the first down. Pass is going to be too far for the intended receiver. Colin McDaniel about the 45. Landon Allen on the coverage. Good idea, just a little bit too much air under it. 2nd and 10. Second and 10.
I always say I judge a quarterback on how he throws the down and out to the opposite side of the field. If the ball's on the left hash and the down and out's going to go to the right half, can you complete that pass? Down and out. That's a long throw. Got to be on target. Oh, we got too many. No, we don't.
2nd down and 10. Southeast shows blitz on the left side. Double reverse this time. McDaniel has a lot of room on the right side, but quickly closed in by Allen. Limits, that's actually on the carry. Tracer Chapman for a 1-yard gain to the 41-yard line. Sets up 3rd and 9.
Nice play. There was a little misdirection. We need to see some misdirection. We haven't seen misdirection much out of our offensive unit for quite some time. I like it.
Scott City 0 of 3 on 3rd downs here with 2:15 in the first down, 14-0. They'll spread out 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun here for Metzger's 0 for 2 and has been sacked twice on 3rd down. 3 down lineman for the Trojans, rolling to his left as Metzger sets up, now under duress, rolls to his right. Will look downfield. He will just try to tuck it up and takes it to about the 45-yard line. Brought down by Evan Nicholson. A gain of 4 on 3rd down. He'll be 5 yards shy of the first down, but it was not negative yardage that time for the Beavers. 3rd punt of the night coming up. I can see right now why this Southeast team is as solid as they are on defense.
They're very talented.
Only 12 points surrendered all year. Welker will stand at his own 32 to take the snap here from Jaden Lewis. Michael Murray deep to return inside his own 25-yard line as he backpedals. High snap, but Welker has time to reel it in, steps into it, angles it right side. It rolls inside the 30 and will stop at about the 27-yard line. 28-yard punt here with 69 seconds to go first quarter, and Scott City trailing 14-0.
It seems like we've played a whole game, Adam.
Both teams will now have 5 possessions in the first quarter.
And that's what I'm getting at exactly. It's like sometimes we don't see that.
No, Scott City's been 3 and out 4 times in this first quarter with 1 turnover. Southeast has been 3 and out once. They've had 2 punts and 2 touchdowns in their first 4 possessions. They have trips to the right. They're on 2 backs to the left of the quarterback in front of him a little bit, and they did move on the right side.
Left guard.
That's their 3rd penalty on the illegal procedure.
Yeah, that's a discipline thing.
1st and 15 for the Trojans now of Southeast of Saline at their own 23-yard line. Southeast of Saline ruled Gypsum. Southeast of Salina and southeastern Saline County, hence southeast of Saline. 3rd meeting of this series between the 2 teams. This is the first time in the 3-game series that this has been played at Darner Field on 1st and 15. It's a keeper up the middle for guess who? Number 19, Luke Gephardt. This time Scott City slows him down. He'll take it across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll gain 11 on 1st down. Brady Welker with the tackle. 4 carries for Gephardt in this first quarter to 84 yards.
He has 4 carries for 84 yards?
Yes.
20 average.
44 and a 32-yarder in that. 2nd down, Scott City realigning late on defense. It'll be a carry right side for Rodriguez. Has a hole, has the first down as the flag comes as Rodriguez takes it across the 40, upended by Metzger at about the 43, but this is coming back. Holding on southeast of Saline. And you can kind of see the disgruntledness by the Trojan coaching staff over on the far side and on the holding call. It's like it's going to be a spot foul right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Adam, you know, it's the way it is.
Yes.
If you aren't doing it, I'd love to have Andale play in Scott City.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
And Scott City win, of course.
Well, of course I want to win the game, but
2nd and long at the 30, or make that 23-yard line. Ends up being about a 10-yard penalty. 2nd down and 14. 28 seconds in the first quarter. 14-0 Trojan lead. Gephardt looking left on 2nd down. Now surveys the field under duress as he will just tuck it up and run. Has Rodriguez in front of him. Has the first down and gets it across the 35. Avery Knoll and Evan Fry combine on the tackle at the 39-yard line for a gain of 16. And that puts him right at 100 yards in the first quarter.
Unbelievable. the quarterback, at 100 yards, southeast of Saline.
And that's southeast, fourth, first, and 10 of the night. They may run one more play here. 13 seconds to go in the opening quarter. At their own 39-yard line, middle of the field. Play fake, now looking for the deep slant pattern. Murray makes the catch. First down, 40, 35, and is brought down inside the 35. Fumbles the ball late. Scott City says they have the football, and they do. Tracer Chapman recovers the fumble, forced up, I believe, by him on the final play of the first quarter.
Awesome, Adam. That's what we need is some turnovers. Stop southeast of Saline, and then we need to do something with the ball when we get it.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Beavers when we come back. 14-0 Southeast after one. Back in a minute. This is Beaver football.
City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations at our Scott City optometry office and specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of persons in the Scott City community through enhanced vision. Give yourself the gift of clear vision. Schedule an appointment with Joshua J. Gooden, OD, today.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinics, skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
Scott County Hospital.
Back here at Darner Field in Scott City, Adam Cadavy with you alongside Tim McGonigal. 14-0 Southeast of Saline leads at the end of one. After that 27-yard reception by Michael Murray, fumble late, Scott City recovered it at their own 34-yard line. They flip sides of the field, 1st and 10 Beavers. So good turnover to even up the score in the turnover battle.
Now let's do something with the football.
Beavers will line up with a 3 receivers set to the short side of the field, left side, 1 to the right side. That's Gus Hawkins. He's on an island over there. It'll be a draw play right side for Welker, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. And leading the way that time is Evan Nicholson for about a 1-yard loss, it ended up being, to the 33-yard line. Actually, that was Braxton Blake on the tackle. But Scott City's playing, it feels, even though that doesn't show up on the scoreboard right now, Tim, but they're playing with a little bit more energy here tonight
than they played with last week.
Yes.
That's what, I believe that too. It shows.
Empty backfield, trips to the right, 1 to the left, 10 to snap it here is Metzger in the empty backfield, standing at his own 29. Rolling to his left is Metzger on second down, flyers it out to Brady Welker too far as it sails out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Allen on the coverage, 3rd down and 11. Metzger 0 of his first 3 passing, and Scott City was 0 of 4 on 3rd downs, facing a 3rd and long. Down 14-0. Welker's punted 4 times already in this first quarter. Scott City yet to record a 1st down. They have 17 yards of total offense all on the ground. Empty backfield and wing to the right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Metzger rolls to his right on 3rd and 11, looks in the middle of the field, passes, caught, incomplete. It was almost caught that time, but draped over the top of Cesar Peregrino was Daniel Kerr, the 165-pound sophomore, incomplete and a 3-and-out. That was a good throw that time, but Peregrino unable to haul it in.
Well, I like the rollout, Adam. That gives us an opportunity to at least throw the football if we can cut that defensive end or at least push him out of the way so he's not right in it. And Metzger had good time to throw the ball that time.
Back to punt formation for the 5th time is Welker, standing at his own 20. Matthew Murray standing at his own 28. High snap, but reeled in, and the kick is away. Spiraling kick in the air, drops dead at the 35-yard line, and he'll lie dead at the 34.
Nice punt.
32 yards on the punt, no return with 10:56 here in the first half. 14-0 Trojan lead. Beavers will be on the road next week. We don't know the destination. So many It would take me probably the rest of the first half to decipher the playoff scenarios tonight. I am not kidding. We do know Southeast is going to be the district champion regardless of the outcome here tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody else has at least 2 losses. Handoff right side to Murray on first, or Rodriguez on first down. Stiff arm, that's a flag, and gets hit a couple more times. And the Convoy Beavers end up knocking him down for a gain of 2 at the 36-yard line. But the White Hat, with a pretty impressive toss of about 15 yards, they'll mark it.
I think did we face mask? Oh, no.
Rodriguez had a hold of the face mask. I think they call it holding,
They did call holding. Wow.
On southeast of Saline.
Wow.
It's a 9-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. You give Rodriguez about a gain of 1 officially, and then a 10-yard penalty sets up 1st and 11. Or 1st and 21.
He's a handful to tackle, isn't he?
Yes, he is. How about 1st and 19 for the Trojans? Back to pass, looking left on first down for Murray. He'll make the catch, breaks through a tackle, and then Fry tries to take him down as he goes down the left sideline across the 40 to the 41. A 16-yard reception for Michael Murray, the junior. And he'll make it 2nd down and manageable. He has 2 receptions of 43 yards.
I still would like to see us intercept one, run it back.
I'd take that.
Man, that's a nice throw, nice run after he caught the football.
Southeast of Saline does not huddle. They get their signs from the sideline. Look over there. 2nd and 4, 41-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Rodriguez. Gets hit the line of scrimmage, but gets second effort for the first down and into Scott City territory. They met him at the line of scrimmage, but did not wrap up, and he gains 12 yards to the Scott City 48-yard line.
That's because he's a 5'9" kind of guy at 200 pounds. Strong as all get out. You can just see it in him.
He's that low gravity.
Yes.
And kind of like you see on Scott City's side with Colin McDaniel, kind of that wrestler mindset, low and good feet. 47-yard line of Scott City. Luke Gephardt rolling to his right, swings it out to his brother for the 7-yard completion of the 40-yard line. That is Jake Gephardt, the 165-pound junior. Colin McDaniel, a nice open field tackle, but a 7-yard gain.
You said them two are twins?
Yes.
And their dad's the coach?
Yes.
Okay.
9:25 here in the second quarter. 5th play of the drive for the Trojans of Southeast of Saline, up 14-0 at the Scott City 40. Shotgun formation, twins to both sides. It'll be a draw play left side. Scott City slows down Luke Gephardt for about a 1-yard gain to the 39-yard line. They'll bend it back right there. Houston Frank in there along with Brady Welker on the stop.
Yeah, they pulled 2 guards to let that quarterback run behind, Adam. I didn't see that on them 2 touchdown runs. That's probably what they did. Run pass option, pull 2 guards, going to the left. It's easy to see it where we're sitting right now.
3rd and 2, Southeast 0 of 2 on 3rd down tonight. They put a man in motion from right to left. That is, now they run the slot receiver, twins to left. 7 to snap it here. Luke Gephardt taking his time. Hand off to Rodriguez up the middle. First down, almost. He bounces to the right side, but he'll get the first down on second effort. Oh, he almost got it stripped out of there by Welker. He takes it to the 35. That was a hard-earned 4 yards that time for Matthew Rodriguez. Scott City tried stripping that ball, but were unable to, but it's a Trojan first down.
Man, I thought they had him stripped, Adam.
I did too.
I thought I saw the ball come loose. Maybe he caught it again. They need to continue to do that. Well, you got to tackle the guy, but the second and third guy needs to try and knock it out.
1st and 10, 36 of Scott City right hash mark to run a toss left side to Matthew Rodriguez. Another flag comes out, and another flag comes out, and another one, and they'll take it for about a 6-yard gain to the 30-yard line. Southeast is probably frustrated with all the flags here in this first half, but the officials are seeing something that maybe they don't see in their region.
Yeah, holding.
Well, I mean, officials in different regions call it differently. Holding on the Trojans. They'll decline the first one, and then they got a holding on Southeast. So 2 holdings on the play. They'll take the second one. It'll be a spot foul. But it has not slowed down Southeast on this drive with 8 minutes to go second quarter. 11-yard penalty. have 5 penalties, 36 yards here, or 35 yards in this first half.
They have 35 yards in penalties?
Yes.
Surely more than that.
Well, a couple of them have been declined, but a lot of 5-yard penalties in that first quarter. 1st and 21 from the Scott City 47.
Okay, here's our opportunity.
2 in the backfield to the left of Gephardt. He'll take the snap and roll it, push it down the left side of the line for Murray. He breaks through 1 tackle, and now down the left sideline, Michael Murray uses his track speed, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. He was brought down originally by Avery Knoll, a loss of 2. He had it read perfectly, but the strength of Michael Murray down the left sideline for 47 yards makes this a 20-0 game.
Well, you know, I don't know if you've ever read any of The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And it deals with football too, you know, in some ways, because the idea is you attack the other team or the other company or whatever at their weakest point. And what they did there was they put us on an island. We have one guy out there that can make the tackle. He didn't make the tackle. They scored the touchdown. That's how football is played.
They'll go for 2. In the wide open in the back of the end zone, 7 yards deep on the play fake is Michael Murray, so he gets all 8 points on that. And Southeast of Saline is 2 of 3 on 2-point conversions tonight. Scott City's defense now 9 of 20 on the year. 22-0 Trojans, 7:29 to go second quarter. Southeast to kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
Is a highly trained team of motivated and compassionate professionals serving the needs of their community. Dr. Matthew Burns is a general surgeon whose specialty is caring for all patients with elective and emergency surgeries. Why travel for hours when you can be seen right here in Western Kansas? Dr. Burns is specially trained in colonoscopy, gallbladder, and laparoscopic surgeries, hernia repair, wound care, and much more. Scott County Hospital. We put our heart in healthcare.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Chaplin at
Football tonight presented by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fro Heating, Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric. Also, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic and Acupuncture, High Choice Feeders, Amy Farms, HRC Feed Yards, J&R Car and Trucking, J&R Trucking. Southeast of Saline overcomes 2 holding calls on that drive, 3 total but 2 accepted, and they go a total of 66 yards on 7 plays, 3:37 off the clock, and a 47-yard pass play from Luke Gephardt to Michael Murray, and then they connect as well on the 2-point conversion. 22-0 score. End over and kick left side here. Taken by McDaniels on 15. Almost stumbled across the 20. 25. Breaks through a tackle. 30. And he's going to take it to about the 33-yard line on about a 23-yard return. A late flag on the field.
Ooh, I didn't see what happened.
I didn't either. But it was thrown by the official towards Scott City's sideline. The play was on the opposite side of the field. And it looks like it's going to be on Scott City.
He's going to even it up.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
On Scott City.
Block in the back called on the Beavers. That is just their second penalty for 15 yards, so Scott City will snap it inside their own 25-yard line, and looks like they'll mark this at the 21-yard line. Down 22 now, and 7:22 to go second quarter. Knew this is going to be an uphill battle tonight against the number 5 ranked team in Class 3A, and they've given it a good fight, but they need to keep attacking here. Scott City yet to convert a first down here. A wing T set up with the receiver left, and her center is Metzger from his own 21. Handoff up the middle to Welker. He maybe gets back to line of scrimmage. They're lining up about 5-6 guys, including their linebackers, on the line. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, they blitzed a linebacker right in the hole we were coming in.
That's with this 3-3 look that Southeast of Saline uses. They will blitz their linebackers from all over.
Yeah.
And then you have, 2 safeties over the top as well. 22-0 Southeast of Saline. 6:50 to go second quarter. 2nd and 10 Beavers at their own 22-yard line. Of 4 receivers set, twins to both sides. Metzger in shotgun formation, another blitz. This will be a trial play left side to Welker, and he gets shirt tackled that time for another loss. That was made by Braxton Blake inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. 4-yard loss sets up a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, the linebacker blitz right in the hole that time, too. It makes you wonder. They must have watched lots of film.
Yes. Scott City 0 of 5 on third down tonight, facing a 3rd and 14 down 22 midway second quarter. 5 receivers set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Scott City yet to have a first down in this game. Empty backfield for Metzger, back to pass. Now throws a middle screen for Welker, deflected and intercepted. 15-10, here's King Nyson, sidesteps one, touchdown Southeast of Saline. It was a pass thrown behind Brady Welker. Caden Isaacson with the pick 6, and it's 28-0 with 5:57 to go first half.
Yeah, that was that time you could see that Southeast of Saline was only going to rush 3 players, and so we called a middle screen, but the ball was thrown behind Welker. He tips it, goes up in the air, and it was an easy pick 6 for the Trojans.
5:57 left here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline to go for 2. They're missing a man, and he comes running out on the field late from the 3-yard line. They have 10 to snap it. He'll line up as a receiver left. They have trips bunched to the right side of the formation as Gephardt rolling to his right. Looking backside for Murray. He'll make the catch in the middle of the end zone. 30-0 Trojans. Middle of the second quarter. Southeast of Saline to kick off in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Brought to you by JF Beaver Advertising, Jackson Legal Group, Lone Tree Farms and Livestock, McCarty Family Farms, Metzger Appraisals, Metzger Family Farms, also Midwest Mixer, Western Bearing, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Norder Supply, New Life Market, Plain Chance, Platinum H Insurance, and Pokey Feeders. 24-yard pick 6 that time by the linebacker, Caden Isaacson. The 2-point conversion, Luke Gephardt to Michael Murray makes this a 30-0 game with 5:57 to go second quarter. Pick 6 thrown in the second straight game here for against Scott City.
I wanted one for us.
I know.
Not them.
Wyatt Boyd kicking this off at the 40-yard line, and high end over and kick. This will be returned by Colin McDaniel at his own 16-yard line across the 20. Goes right side, 25. Another flag comes out across the 30, and a little Bronx cheer from the Southeast of Saline sideline on a holding call probably against Scott City.
Either that or block in the back.
At about the 32-yard line. And official call holding Scott City. Their 3rd penalty of the night for 25 yards. We'll put them back inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line, nearly identical position where they started their last series. They've been 3 and out every possession but one where they had a fumble. Welker's punted 5 times here in this half and 2 turnovers for Scott City. 1st and 10 Beavers at their own 22. This has been a 16-0 run in the second quarter by Southeast of Saline. They lead 30-0. Welker in motion left. They'll toss it left side to McDaniel on first down. Turns it upfield across the 25 and almost a face mask there as McDaniel takes it for 6 to the 28-yard line. Second down coming up.
That's a nice quick pitch. Sweep left.
Daniel Kerr, the sophomore, with the tackle. Second down and 4.
I was curious if McDaniel was going to catch that. He was kind of let him. He did a good job of corralling that ball.
Second and 4, 28-yard line, 30-0 Trojan lead. 5:20 to go second quarter. And they'll sweep it right side. Cesar Peregrino's first carry of the night. He's trying to bounce it outside, but gets swallowed up by that massive offensive line or defensive line. Evan Nicholson, the 235-pound senior, swallows up the 135-pound sophomore for no gain and setting up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 135 to 235. That ain't fair.
That's almost half the weight there.
Yeah.
100 pounds differential. Scott City 0 of 6 on third down. 3rd and 4, down 30-0, 4:45 to go second quarter. 4 receivers set. 13 to snap it as they show a blitz. Now draw play right side. Metzger has room. He's going to get the first down of the night outside the numbers, 35. And he'll be escorted out of bounds that time at the 40-yard line by Jake Gephardt. A nice carry of 12 yards for the Beaver first down.
Well, that right side opened up really well once Metzger. That was a designed play for him to run that. That really worked well.
That was a good decision as well, and good run on the right side, and good blocking as well up front.
It was.
Taking on the blitz.
They were not looking for that on that play.
City with their first down of the night with 4:35 here in the first quarter, down 30-0. They'll run a 4-receiver set from their own 40-yard line. Peregrino motion from left to right. Metzger back to pass on first down. Fires it left. Hawkins will make the catch. He sidesteps a couple. He's going to have a first down. Sidesteps one. 45-40. Inside the 35. He's tackled by Matthew Rodriguez at the 33-yard line. A 27-yard pitch and catch from Metzger to Gus Hawkins.
Oh, there's going to be a personal foul on southeast of Saline for arguing that, I think, Adam.
A 27-yard pass play and maybe 15 more added on. Gus Hawkins is starting to become a big target for Scott City over these last few games. He had 4 receptions and 61 yards last week and had 6 receptions coming in. Over the last 2 games, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, southeast of Saline. And there's your 15-yard penalty, Tim.
Yeah, they were arguing that they had recovered a fumble, and the official insisted it was on the ground, and the southeast of Saline kid continued to argue, so the ref just threw the flag. Said, I don't have to listen to you.
1st and 10, Scott City into the red zone at the 18 this year. The Beavers 65% in the red zone. 4:22 to go, second quarter, down 30-0. Ace set up with the 3-receiver set. Tight on the right side. Toss right side to Welker. Follows his lead blocker, Carter Gooden, and inside to the 15. He'll gain 5 to the 13 on first down. Landon Allen on the tackle. All of a sudden, a little pep in the step for the Beavers after back-to-back first down plays.
Yeah, I think it's a good deal. I mean, it's still high school football. The kids are still playing. There's good effort out there. You can feel the energy, Adam.
Yes.
And so the score is 30-0. So these kids know that in a week, football is going to be over. Some of them forever.
2nd down and 6. I gave him a gain of 4 to the 14 of southeast of Saline. Welker up the middle, gets swallowed up immediately by the big 320-pound nose guard, Jasper McDowell, right at the 14 for no gain, setting up a 3rd and 6.
Okay, what got us here? Let's do some of that.
3rd and 6 of the 14. Under 3.5 to go, second quarter. Scott City down 30-0. But knowing Scott City, this is probably 4-down territory. Get 2 downs to get this first down.
I'd take a field goal. I just want to score.
2 receivers left to the right, 4 receivers set. Man in motion's Peregrino, now 3 receivers to the right, 8 to snap it. And we have movement, we have a timeout first. Scott City calls a timeout. We'll take it as well with 3:04 to go, second quarter. Southeast of Saline leads 30-0. This is Beaver football.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
It takes more than just the seed to raise a good crop.
It takes the effort of a great team.
Back here at Darner Field in Scott City, the Beavers facing a 3rd and 6 at the southeast of Saline 14-yard line, trailing 30-0. 3:04 to go, second quarter. Shotgun set up, 4 receivers set, twins to both sides. Blitz there by southeast Saline. Metzger, all kinds of time, rolls to his right. He'll try to tuck it up and run. He's going to be sacked back at the 18-yard line. And in on the sack that time once again is Evan Nicholson. A loss of 2 sets up a 4th down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Colby, it gets up 18-0, second quarter at Goodland.
Yes. Just got a text. They wanted to know the Scott score.
This is first time Scott City in 2 weeks has attempted a 4th down. They're 48% on the year, but they have 10 yards to go with 2:28 to go first half. And Beavers break through and get a first down on this Trojan defense. 5 to snap it here, 5 receivers set as well. Back to passes. Metzger has time, looks now, rolls to his left. He trips up and he will be spun down at about the line of scrimmage. It'll be a turnover on downs. 8-play drive there and a turnover on downs, but some life in the Beaver defense or offense with 2:04 to go second quarter. They'll take over. The Trojans will at their own 18. They will get the ball to begin the second half as well. Been explosive plays for Southeastern in this first half. 3 of their 4 touchdowns have been over 30 yards, and then you have a defensive touchdown on top of that. This is the first snap in over 5 minutes. Luke Gephardt swings it out left side to Michael Murray, and this time Avery Knoll with a nice tackle and limits him to a 2-yard reception to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 8.
That was the same play they did and got the touchdown. This time Avery got the tackle.
Michael Murray, 4 receptions, 92 yards. Luke Gephardt, 7 of 9, or make that 7 of 8 passing for 107 yards and the touchdown. He also has rushed for 101 yards and 2 scores. 2nd and 8, 20-yard line, 90 seconds to go first half. Luke Gephardt rolls to his right on 2nd down, finds his brother at the 26-yard line and slipped on the turf and was drilled by Colin McDaniel. 6-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and 2. Sets up a short 2 yards to go for the first down. Final minute of this second quarter. Southeast is Saline just 1 of 3 on 3rd downs.
Well, they're running play clock this trip, aren't they?
I think they're probably just content to take it to the locker room here. Rolling to his left is Gephardt. Has time, will pump fake twice, and now will chuck it down the field for Rodriguez, and he will be picked off, I believe. Dylan Metzger with the interception, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Did they call it a?
Well, they're going to call it incomplete. Oh. With 44 seconds to go, but nonetheless, it's a 4th down coming up for Southeast of Saline. Good effort by Scott City there with Fry and Metzger.
Well, that's what I thought.
The instant replay up here says he caught the ball.
Well, they get to see replay. We don't.
Of course, in high school, no instant replay.
Well, I don't get to see it.
But we'll see the second punt of the night.
I thought he caught it too.
Yes, I'm with you there. Obermeyer to punt this for the 2nd time tonight. Make that his 3rd punt of the night. Gets a high kick, and it's going to be, muffed by McDaniel. And Metzger will fall on it late at the 39-yard line. That could have been disastrous. 36-yard punt here with 36 seconds to go first half. But Scott City gets a stop and a 3 and out.
Well, that's a good thing. How many of them have we had on them?
Just 2 tonight.
Well, that was a goal challenge met.
Coming into tonight, Luke Obermeyer has only punted the ball 7 times, and he's punted 3 times in this first half. So there's some little victories in here, but
there is.
Even though it doesn't show up on the scoreboard, Southeast will get the football to begin the second half at their 39. Scott City with Welker with about a 2-yard gain to the 41. He now has his 10th carry of the night for 18 yards as Jasper McDowell makes the tackle. And we'll see if Scott City will run one more play here. Coach Brian Gentry singling him out from the sidelines. 30-0 Southeast of Saline. 41-yard line, 2nd down and 8. 13 seconds to go first half. Metzger with an empty backfield with a wing to the right. Back to pass, swinging out to Evan Fry. First varsity catch, and he gets met up immediately for about a half-yard loss by Landon Allen on the final play of the first half. The halftime has made it here to Scott City Darner Field. It is Southeast of Saline 30, Scott City nothing. We'll come back here in this halftime show in 3 minutes. We'll talk quite a bit about what's coming up here and recap this first half as well. And we'll talk about what's coming up as well the next couple of days. Stats and more. Halftime show coming up here after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football.
It takes more than just the seed to raise a good crop.
It takes the effort of a great team.
It takes the same teamwork and dedication to be successful on the football field.
Two receivers said it'd be an option play, but handoff to the fullback, Golden. He finds nothing.
Vogelmore Family Farms is proud to be part of Scott community, where together we raise our most important crop of all, our kids.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City. When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
Circle C Farms is family owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Halftime here at Darner Field. It is 30-0 Southeast of Saline in the regular season finale here at Scott City Trails. The
drive to Murray for the two-point conversion to make it 30-0. Scott City struggled moving the ball. They did not get the first down to about the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, but then back-to-back first downs got it down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the marching band seniors and their parents.
You're fine.
For the band, Misty Wick, the daughter of Jenny Newberry and Brooks Wick. Corey Ford, the daughter of Summer Ford. Tamara Rodriguez, the daughter of Francisco and Flora Rodriguez. Tyree Berry, the daughter of Christy Briggs, Travis Berry, and Jason Major. Chelsea Rose, the daughter of Clinton and Anita Rose. Claire Hawkins, the daughter of Tim and Sarah Hawkins. Rilla Burnett, daughter of Brian and Tish Burnett. Amber Laura, the daughter of Brian and Charlotte Laura. Max Contreras, the son of Cesar and Yvette Contreras. Samantha Haney, the daughter of Leanne and Isaac Haney. Zach Roa, the son of Corey and Lacey Roa. Ladies and gentlemen, more? We've got turn of page. Well, if there's more, that's all the names we've got. Sorry. Looks like there's... Oops.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
Team would beat every other Scott City team. They were the best. We had a 94, we took second. They had a great team. In 90, we won the state championships. In 88, but I'm telling you, Adam, this was the team. Well, we just demolished teams. And that Andale game was the greatest game. Double overtime win in Andale. 9-6. We scored first in that game, and then they scored. Andale had the ball for 70 plays. We had the ball for about 25 plays. Andale totally controlled the clock, the ball game, but in double overtime, I think it was Dickie Loftus maybe that broke through there and caused the fumble that Scott City recovered after we had kicked a field goal. Weineman was, I believe, the one who kicked the field goal to allow us to win and go on to the state championship game, which was against Riverton. And Andy Ball was the greatest high school football player I've ever seen in my life. And we defeated him, I think it was about 40, wasn't it?
42-30.
There you go, 42, something like that. I should actually pull that out and look and see what that score was. That doesn't sound right, 42-30.
That year, of course, the quarterback was
Corbin
Stevens. He gave a pretty big pep talk to the football team last night. They practiced under the lights here at Darner Field, and a really great speech there. But this team, a lot of memories. They had the football benefit golf tournament earlier today at the golf course. That was pretty well attended. A lot of those players from 91 here, and 48-32. I was close. It's 42-30, 48-32. But they outscored their opponents that year, 42-10. Their last loss was in 1990 against Colby at 21-0 there. Corbin Stevens talked about that last night where he threw 3 interceptions in that game, and that was the last loss for this senior group of class of 92. But Scott City went on to win 29, I believe it was, consecutive games from 1990 to 1992. And there were only 2 freshmen on that team this year, and one of them is one of the assistants on the Scott City squad, making his way up, Derek Bry. And he was on that team, one of 2 freshmen. I believe Jared Herbers was the other freshman on that varsity team.
There were
one of 2 freshmen that year on the 91 team.
They never allowed freshmen on the team. And that year, they did take those two. I think there might have been two others that got to go to some games, too. But, we had such a big squad back in those days. We didn't have sophomores and freshmen playing. It was strictly a junior and a senior thing. You kind of had to wait your turn to play. We had so many guys on the team.
You had Curtis Turner ended up playing at Kansas State, and then Chris Stoppel?
Chris Stoppel went to Air
Force Academy
yeah.
that year. And of course, Turner and also Coach Dave Dunham, who was the head coach there at the time there, one of his 2 unbeaten seasons there in 91. They coached and participated in the Shrine Bowl in 1992 there.
Well, Chris Stoppel, he had over 2,000 yards rushing. Coach Turner asked me several years ago, I can't remember who it was. We had a guy who was over 1,000, had a lot of yards rushing. And he said, I wondered about records. And I go, well, I'll tell you who's got it. It's Chris Stoppel. He had more yards than anybody. That 91 year, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, and that 91 season, really quickly here, before we go on here, I mentioned they outscored their opponents 42-10, but they also averaged 308 yards of rushing and 113 yards passing that year and 422 yards of offense. They only gave up 191 yards that year. That's pretty good.
191
they allowed.
Yards a game, you mean? Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. 30-0, Southeast of Saline leads Scott City to the break. We have scores and more here when we get set for the second half. This is Beaver football.
Circle C Farms is family owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Not even the weatherman knows for sure what tomorrow will bring. But if there's no rain in your future, a drought can and will happen. Although a long dry spell can ruin your crops, it shouldn't ruin your life. Make sure you secure your future with multi-peril crop insurance from QBE, NAU, and Western Kansas Insurance. You and your family deserve the QBE, NAU peace of mind. See Western Kansas Insurance Services at 310 Court Street in Sky City, Kansas today for more information. NAU Country Insurance Company and this business are equal opportunity providers.
Harvest Moon-like. All right. Back here inside Darner Field in Scott City, as I mentioned, we're about set for the second half of play. They're going to get going real quickly here. Southeast of Saline set to receive here. They lead at 30-0. Right now, we believe as it stands with the Smoky Valley with a 28-0 lead at halftime over Russell. Colby leading Goodland 18-6 at the break. It looks like Scott City may be in that 5 spot. We don't know that for sure, but they're in the 4-5 spot right now. The Trojans set to receive here to begin this second half as it's a high end over kick. It'll be returned on the run here across the 25-30 left side 35. And the returner that time was Wyatt Boyd, the 135-pound sophomore. And Avery Noel, the tackle. Other scores in the first half. In GWAC play, Holcomb all over Hugoton 33-14. Ulysses trailing Cash in Oklahoma 20-7 at the break. Some other 3A scores real quickly. Clay Center 38-8 over Council Grove. Rock Creek over Royal Valley 37-0. And Chapman, little surprise here, leading Concordia 20-8. Southeast of Saline with their opening possession the second half, up 30-0. Shotgun set up, 2 in the backfield, 3 receivers set. It'll be a keeper up the middle for Gephardt. On first down as Luke Gephardt takes it across the 40 on first down to about the 42, 43-yard line for about 5. Josh Jacobson on the tackle, second down and 5.
Gephardt have 100 yards rushing
Yeah,
yet?
now 106 yards on 7 carries.
Okay, well, I wondered if maybe they wanted to get him 100 yards, and I don't know.
Southeast of Saline had 248 yards in that first half, 135 on the ground, 113 through the air. Gephardt rolling to his right on second down, looking for another Gephardt, and it's going to be caught over the shoulder catch inside the 30. Tightly covered by Colin McDaniel. Did they rule that or they didn't complete a pass?
No, I think they called pass interference on Scott City is what they're going to call.
Yep, that is a completed catch, I believe, outside the 30 to the 27-yard line by Jake Gephardt. A flag on the play. I think it is going to be interference on Scott City, but it's not going to matter.
No, they'll refuse it, yeah. Got more yards. That was a great catch.
40-yard completion there.
That was good defense in my mind, too. We were right there with him, but
30-yard completion. Third reception for Jake Kephart for 43 yards. He had 13 catches for 132 yards and a touchdown last week. 1st and 10, Southeast of Saline now in Scott City territory at the 27. It'll be a shovel pass right side to Allen. Across the 25, he'll take it to the 21. Tackle made by J.P. Harris for a gain of 6. Landon Allen with his 3rd reception of the night. That one good for 6. He has 14 yards of receptions.
That was a nice misdirection play. Quick hitter.
2nd down coming up. 4th play of the drive for the Trojans. 1st minute of the second half, up 30. An empty backfield. 4 receivers still left. Rolling to his left is going to be Luke Gephart. Now scrambles, fires it to the end zone. Pass is going to be overthrown and incomplete. In the back corner of the end zone as he's looking for his intended receiver there.
That's 12.
That was Boyd, I believe it was, and brings up 3rd down. Wyatt Boyd. Just his 3rd incompletion. Luke Gephart 10 of 13 for 149 yards and a touchdown.
Well, until that play, Southeast of Saline looked like they were running a 2-minute drill and going to go down and score bang quick here.
Scott City just had 59 yards and 2 first downs in the first half, 33 on the ground, 26 through the air. 10:43 to go, 3rd quarter. Southeast just 1 of 4 on 3rd downs, but they have a 30-0 lead. Keeping it is going to be Gephart. He gets sandwiched. It might have been a short loss. It is a loss of the yard. You give Carter Gooden and J.P. Harris credit for the sack there at the 22. Sets up 4th and 4.
That was not a planned rush play. He was going to throw the football, but his receiver was covered, so he just pulled it down and took off. Well, Scott City had some penetration that time.
That's what you call one of those RPO plays.
Yeah.
Scott City's defense, 55% on the air on 4th downs. 10:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Scott City down 30-0. Big play coming up here. 4th and 5 at the 22-yard line of Scott City for the Trojans. They have 8 to snap it as they hit to a half diamond formation. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. 3 to snap it. Play fake as Luke Gephart rolls to his left. Looks for Landon Allen. He'll make the catch. And inside the 20, he'll get the 1st down on effort inside the 20 and to about the 15-yard line. It was a good initial hit by Evan Fry, but the 130-pound junior unable to corral the 190-pound junior, and he muscles his way for a 7-yard reception to the 15.
That is exactly how you described it. Our guy was outweighed by 60 pounds.
First time that Southeast of Saline has snapped it in the red zone tonight, up the middle from Rodriguez. He's inside the 10, and Gus Hawkins will take him down to the 9 for a gain of 6 on 1st down. Matthew Rodriguez, 40 yards on 7 carries tonight. 2nd and 4, under 10 to go, 3rd quarter. Southeast of Saline 7-0 on the year, ranked number 5 in 3A. Scott City at 4-3. They have not been shut out at home since 2001.
Oh, man, I hadn't even thought about the shutout.
They lost to Ulysses that year. 13 to snap it here. Luke Gephart. Keep it himself. Up the middle, inside the 5, end zone touchdown. Luke Gephart, his 3rd rushing touchdown. This one from 9 yards out, and it makes it 36-0 Southeast of Saline with 9:18 to go, 3rd quarter.
That was your real RPO, run-pass option. Quarterback decided to take it on in. He is very fast.
Yes, he is. They'll go for 2. That was a 57-yard drive for the Trojans. They are 3 of 4 on 2-point conversions tonight. 9:18 to go, 3rd quarter, up 36-0. Luke Gephart, he'll hand it up, or play fake twice. Now he's going to be throwing it late. Pass is still going to be underthrown and then juggled and dropped. Incomplete, looking for Michael Murray there, among others. 2-point conversion fails. 36-0 Southeast of Saline. 9:18 to go, 3rd quarter. The Trojans to kick off in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
America is at work. From farms to construction sites to factories, millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy.
For O Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faroe Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
Community Foundation, Scott County Fitness Center, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Hospital, and Scott County Record make that an 8-play, 57-yard drive, 242. And the 9-yard run by Luke Gephardt, 2-point conversion failed. Gephardt, 9 carries, 114 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight. Shorter end over kick. This is going to be taken on a jump catch by Peregrino. His 23, across the 25 and 30, and then is a little bit bigger hit than probably what it really was, or bigger looking hits.
Well,
Caden Isaacson at the 33-yard line.
It looked impressive, but I'm with you, Adam. I don't think it was quite the hit that it looked like it was. But I wasn't the guy receiving the hit, so, you know.
Same here. 9-12 here in the third quarter. The Beavers down 36-0.
Thank goodness I don't receive hits like that every Friday night.
Yes. Especially at your age.
I know. Them kids would break me in half, let me tell you.
36-0 Trojan lead. Wisconsin City's opening possession of the half. Starting at their own 32-yard line. They really haven't had bad field position except the opening possession of the night. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Metzger. Southeast of Saline with 3 down linemen. Metzger rolls to his left on first down. Will now find the middle of the field. Caught by Evan Fry. He'll take it to the 40 and is tackled right there. Caden Isaacson's tried to strip it out. Also on the tackle that time for Southeast of Saline was Wyatt Boyd. Sets up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, Evan Fry did a good job just hanging on to the football after the catch. That kid was trying to pry that out of his arm with everything but a crowbar. Man, that was good play.
About 3.5 minutes into the second half, 36-0 Southeast of Saline. 2nd and a short 2 from their own 40 left hash mark. 4 receivers set. Metzger will roll to his right now under duress, and he is brought down immediately. 4 white shirts in there, and a little bit injured after that was Braxton Blake, who came up a little slow, but he made the sack. A loss of 5, sets up a 3rd and 7.
Oh, Adam, they had 3 guys that were chasing Metzger from the backside. Wow.
He had no chance there.
No, he had no chance.
Evan Fry comes back in. He has made his first 2 varsity catches of his career. 8 minutes, third quarter. Scott City down 36-0. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd and 5 for the Beavers at their own 35. Now an empty backfield as Welker goes to wing to the right. Southeast showing blitz. They have picked it up. Scott City has, but not for long as Metzger goes down at the 32. In there on the sack, the 320-pound senior Jasper McDowell, and a 3 and out for the Beavers.
I'd like to see an Andale Southeast of Saline game.
Well, they have Wichita Collegiate on their side of the bracket.
Oh, there you go.
Welker stands at his own 15, takes a higher snap, and here's a kick, almost blocked. He gets kind of run into, no flag. It's taken by Michael Murray, muffs it, but picks it back up. He breaks through a tackle and gets hit at about the 48-yard line. About a 28-yard punt with about a 5-yard return with 7:06 here in the third period. And Scott City trailing this one by the count of 36-0. Of course, Scott Holt, assistant coach on that 91 championship team, he was down here as well. He's been up here tonight. And he was wearing those throwback, he and his wife Nancy, those 1991 state championship sweatshirts. Boy,
that was fun.
That's a gem of a
had
sweatshirt.
Those the 3 years before what the record was, plus the 12-0 season of 91.
48-yard line, 1st and 10, half diamond formation left. They'll send a man in motion. Well, the Trojans, it'll be up the middle this time. This is about a 4-yard carry to the Scott City 48-yard line. First carry of the night for Southeast of Saline's Jude Golden, a 186-pound senior.
So is Andale and Collegiate, are they playing tonight?
Yeah, they're playing together. They're in the same district, both number 1 versus number 2 there.
Wow, that'd be a game.
2nd and 6, 6:40 to go in this third period.
I'm still putting my money on Andale.
Yes.
How about you? Same way?
They're still the real deal. champion until they get knocked off. Toss right side to